What does the word success mean? Everyone answers this question in their own way, but there is something in common in the answers. If we turn to Wikipedia, we will find out that success is the achievement of goals in a planned business, a positive result of something, public recognition of something or someone. We've dealt with that, and I became curious. And how did people become successful 100 years ago? How much more difficult was it without technology? And what is the formula for success similar then and now? We will tell you about all this in the video. Enjoy watching. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the new issue. Actually, why even compare the path to human success in the 21st century and in the 20th century? The point is that we are interested in understanding how changes in society, technology, and culture affect our lives and achievements. This way we can assess which factors have a greater impact on success in different historical periods and what changes in society may affect strategies for achieving goals in the future. Comparing how people achieve success now and 100 years ago helps us understand how social values change and what becomes important to achieve goals at different times. Today, to achieve success, we have access to education, information, the opportunity for international cooperation, and the use of technology. In the past, success was determined by education, wealth, social status, traditions, and stereotypes. Before the advent of the internet, people depended on books and educational institutions for learning and information retrieval. Now everything has changed with the internet. Anyone can study online, watch video tutorials, and attend webinars. The whole world of knowledge is available in just a couple of clicks. This access to learning resources makes education more flexible and accessible. People can study anytime and in any place without being limited by geographical or time frames. In addition, the internet allows you to access experts and specialists around the world, share experiences and knowledge through various online platforms and social networks. As a result of these changes, new teaching methods have emerged that are more interactive and flexible. Technology allows you to create educational materials that are suitable for the unique needs of each student, taking into account their learning pace. It turns out that modern technologies, including the internet, have made learning and access to information more accessible. This helps people improve their educational level and develop in various fields. Yes, 100 years ago, access to knowledge was far from as free as it is today. Here are a few limitations that people faced 100 years ago. In the past, most people received information from a limited number of sources, such as books, newspapers, and magazines. However, access to these sources was limited not only because of their cost, but also because of limited availability. As for education, it was far from being for everyone. Financial difficulties, as well as social and cultural barriers, prevented many people from getting an education. It was more difficult for students and school children to communicate with teachers and professors. They did not often have the opportunity to meet experts in their fields. Due to limited access to new research and discoveries, information aged faster. News and scientific discoveries could not reach people for a long time due to the need for printing and distribution through print media. Many educational programs were traditional and little innovative. For example, standard teaching methods such as lectures and textbook readings were used in educational institutions. These restrictions strongly affected access to knowledge and education and created significant obstacles to personal and professional development. But let's go back to our time. What else has changed in 100 years? Globalization. It has a significant impact on achieving success in the modern world. Globalization is making the world smaller and leading to greater competition in the global market. This opens up new opportunities for those who are ready to adapt to changing conditions. Globalization opens the doors to global markets. With the internet, entrepreneurs can expand their business beyond the borders of their country. This gives you the opportunity to attract new customers and expand your business. Globalization helps scientists and specialists to share knowledge and technology between countries. This contributes to the faster achievement of new discoveries and innovations in various fields. Thanks to this, opportunities for research and development are becoming more accessible and widespread. Globalization creates new challenges. Competition in the global market is becoming more intense, which requires companies to be more innovative and competitive. On the other hand, It can lead to inequality and exploitation, especially in developing countries where access to resources and opportunities may be limited. Thus, globalization provides both new opportunities and challenges for achieving success in the modern world. It is important to be able to use its advantages competently, minimizing risks and negative consequences. Let's move back to the past. 100 years ago, international trade and business faced many challenges. Here are some of the main obstacles. Many countries have imposed high customs duties and other trade barriers to protect their domestic market from foreign competitors. This made the import and export of goods more expensive and made it difficult to access the global market. Back then, cargo transportation was slow and expensive due to inefficient vehicles. Traveling goods over long distances took a lot of time and money. Also, the lack of access to loans and investments limited business development opportunities. Due to differences in language, culture and traditions, communication between entrepreneurs from different countries was difficult. This could create problems when doing business abroad and concluding deals with foreign partners. Due to political conflicts, wars and instability, businesses and investments abroad faced risks. This made participation in the global market unpredictable and dangerous. These and other obstacles significantly limited access to the global market 100 years ago and made international business more difficult and risky. But what else has changed in 1 century? Cultural perceptions and public opinion are changing under the influence of various things, including social change, technology, media and globalization. Here are some of the major changes in cultural stereotypes and public opinion. There had been changes in public perceptions of who can do what. Previously, men and women were linked by certain roles, but over time, they began to recognize gender equality and include women in more and more areas. It helped to break down old stereotypes about what men and women should do. Today, more and more people recognize cultural diversity and are open to the fact that people can be different and unique depending on their culture and ethnicity. This leads to the fact that stereotypes about how people from different cultures look and behave are changing. The internet and social media have made communication and information sharing easy, allowing people to quickly spread new ideas and change public perceptions. Due to globalization and increased exchange between different countries and cultures, people are faced with a variety of views and traditions. This helps to expand their vision of the world and overcome stereotypes. Yes, the media also plays a huge role. Television, movies, music, and other forms of entertainment shape our perception of the world and influence how we see ourselves and others. New technologies and media platforms open up endless opportunities for us to get information and impressions. It just reflects how our views of the world are changing. Trends in cultural stereotypes and public opinion are widely variable in our society and culture. Understanding and support from society are important for success in today's world. Public opinion can influence success in the following ways. Public opinion is very important for how people and companies are perceived by others. If the opinion about you is positive, it can help you become popular and successful. But if it is negative, it can interfere with success. Successful people and companies often receive support from society, which helps them to succeed even more. This support can be expressed through public statements, financial assistance, or mass purchases and subscriptions to their products or services. Social media has changed the game by making public opinion accessible and influential. User opinions and feedback can determine the success of both individuals and brands. Public opinion about a person's reputation and trust in an organization can determine their success. It's important because people often make decisions based on what others think. However, public opinion influences what investors and partners invest in and with whom they cooperate. If leaders and companies enjoy the support of society, this often opens up new opportunities for them to succeed and grow. And what happened to public opinion 100 years ago? In the past, socio-cultural norms and constraints strongly influenced how people saw opportunities for success and what stereotypes they accepted. Here are some of them. At the beginning of the 20th century, many people, especially women and those who were not in a privileged position, faced restrictions in access to education. This prevented them from developing professionally and personally, which made success more difficult to achieve. In the past, when transportation and communication technologies were less developed, people had limited mobility, which made it difficult to access education, work and entertainment. This created obstacles to success. In the past, a lot of social stereotypes and barriers significantly prevented people from achieving success, but over time, along with changes in culture and society, many of these barriers have become less significant. The way has opened up for more opportunities and achievements. And yet, what unites people now and 100 years ago on the path to success? To achieve success, not only skills and efforts are important, but also psychological and social factors. They determine how we make decisions, how we interact with other people, and how we overcome obstacles on the way to our goals. Our motivation and mood play an important role in achieving success. When we are determined and committed to achieving goals, we overcome difficulties more easily and achieve the desired results. Faith in one's own abilities and self-confidence significantly affect success. People with a high level of self-efficacy are more likely to achieve their goals and overcome difficulties. Support from family, friends, and the community plays an important role in achieving success. Strong social connections and support contribute to motivation, self-esteem, and overcoming difficulties. Education plays a key role in achieving success, providing us with the knowledge and skills necessary for personal and professional growth. Continuous learning helps us adapt to changing conditions and remain competitive in the modern world. For successful relationships, teamwork, and leadership, it is important to understand and control your emotions, as well as to show empathy and communicate on a level. It helps to build positive relationships and interact effectively with others. In today's rapidly changing world, flexibility and the ability to make decisions in uncertain situations are becoming key success factors in both personal and professional spheres. The interaction of these psychological and social factors forms the basis for success in various areas of life, contributing to both personal and social development. Now we will discuss the importance of psychological preparation and self-awareness for achieving goals in our time, and also consider what factors influence the psychology and mentality of people striving for success 100 years ago. Summing up and comparing the paths to success in our time and 100 years ago, we will highlight several key points. First, modern technology and access to information have significantly changed the path to success. With the advent of the internet and digital technologies, it has become much easier for people to get education, access to resources, and opportunities for self-development. This has expanded the horizons of opportunities and made learning more accessible and flexible. Secondly, globalization has significantly affected the opportunities for success. Today, people have access to global markets and the opportunity to do business and work internationally. This creates new prospects for career growth and entrepreneurship. Another significant difference concerns changes in cultural perceptions and public opinion. Nowadays, openness, innovation, and tolerance are valued more, which stimulates the development of creative thinking and a variety of career opportunities. And another important variable is the influence of public opinion on recognition and success. With the development of social networks and online platforms, everyone can create and distribute their own content and brand, which opens up new opportunities for success regardless of traditional promotion methods. Summarizing the above differences, we can say that today the paths to success have become more diverse, accessible, and global. However, despite this, some fundamental principles such as motivation, perseverance, and education remain key to achieving success in any era. These differences in the paths to success can have a significant impact on strategies for achieving success at the present time. One of the key points in modern success strategies is constant learning and self-development. Today, people can actively seek new knowledge and skills through online courses, educational platforms, and hands-on experience. Another important aspect in modern success strategies is the development of international cooperation and the search for opportunities outside your country. This may include establishing international relations, participating in global projects, and expanding business into global markets. Another important area in success strategies is the consideration of cultural and social changes. With changes in cultural perceptions and public opinion, successful strategies must be flexible and include innovation, creativity, and social responsibility. Finally, given the influence of public opinion on success, it is important to create and promote your own brand and content. You also need to actively interact with the audience through social networks and online platforms. In general, successful strategies now need to be flexible, adaptive, and take into account the new opportunities and challenges presented by modern technology, globalization, and changes in cultural and social stereotypes. Do you consider yourself successful? Tell us in the comments.